Time to abandon ship.
Oh no!
Here we go!
Can I persuade you to join us for a drink? It's a tradition.
Here, here.
Jar Jar, homie, my main man, quickly. Before the Separatists attack, get into the escape pod.
Hey! This is escape, then we're the pod.
Welcome back to Star Wars Escape Pod. I'm your host, Josh, and we got a bit of a talk today about the rumors surrounding Rosario Dawson cast as Ahsoka Tano, live-action version for The Mandalorian. Now, if you've been following some of the animated shows in Star Wars, you know that Ahsoka Tano is actually a primary character throughout the saga. And Ashley Eckstein, a notable actress for portraying the character for all these years, is just Ahsoka Tano. That's her character. And we're just going to chat a little bit about these rumors and what's kind of come out of that.
Another happy landing.
All right, so Rosario Dawson, primarily known as Batgirl from the Lego Batman movie, Claire Temple from The Defenders, Daredevil, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, so on and so forth, Jessica Jones, all that stuff. Basically, all the Marvel Netflix shows that they did. She was a very primary character in that. The DC animated films, she's played Wonder Woman in the past quite a few times. She was on Jane the Virgin as Jane Ramos. And she has been doing work as an actress since 95, it looks like, according to her IMDb page, at least. So, well-respected actress. If you look her up, you might recognize her face. Speaking of her face, she does actually quite resemble Ahsoka Tano in many ways, just facially. She's got this look about her, which has the resemblance there. But the rumor has it that Rosario Dawson has been cast as Ahsoka Tano for season 2 of The Mandalorian. Now, personally, I think the acting choice, the casting choice is quite a great, it's a great choice. Like Rosario Dawson is a great actress and she does a great job. And, I think, along with her, just her ability to act first and foremost, but then also just like facially, she's just got it going for her for the character. I think, they nailed that casting choice for sure. But I think the one thing that really kind of stands out to me is that Ashley Eckstein has been the voice and the life of this character for, over 10 years. I mean, the character of Ahsoka Tano is not a recent character. Like, this character has been built up over time, and it's a character that fans didn't always used to like. Like, this is a character that goes back to 2008's Star Wars: The Clone Wars animated theatrical release, and people weren't huge fans about her. Like, people really weren't too big on the character at all. And I feel like at this point, Ashley Eckstein just owns that character. And she's been very humble and come out and said a few things about how it takes a group of people to bring this character to life and stuff like that. And quite frankly, I mean, this character is also created by George Lucas, by Dave Filoni. It has taken a lot of people to write the script and to animate her, the way she moves, everything, right? Like, there's so much that goes into creating a character like Ahsoka, an all original animated character, one that we have not ever seen on screen. The clones have had on-screen reference. Anakin has had on-screen reference and previous portrayals. Obi-Wan has had previous portrayals and on-screen reference. Right? Most of the characters that we had through the Clone Wars have had on-screen live-action portrayals that they were able to reference or find a voice double for. Ahsoka was an all-new primary character to the Star Wars cast, and she is kind of well respected at this point as one of those primary cast members. In The Rise of Skywalker, she was one of the voices who spoke to Rey in her head. And again, that was Ashley Eckstein. So with these rumors surrounding the choice of Rosario Dawson to play Ahsoka Tano, I'm not really buying into them. I think I should have said that first and foremost, but despite the fact that I think the choice of her to play a live action version is a really great one. No disrespect to Rosario Dawson at all, but personally, I think the character of Ahsoka Tano just is owned by Ashley Eckstein, and not only that, but her voice has also made an appearance in the live action films. Once again, it's Ashley Eckstein. So it's kind of hard to argue with that a little bit. I just feel like it would be weird almost to bring in a different actress to portray the character. But and then it ran through my head. I was like, okay, maybe she's in for the body double or something. Doing a little bit like Sam Witwer does Darth Maul. He does the voice, and then Ray Park does the body, right? But in situations like that, I mean, Maul has never had a whole lot of dialogue. He's a character that doesn't really talk a whole lot through the films. And, he talks a lot more in the animated show. But, of course, there's a lot less work to do in terms of dubbing. Whereas if a live action actor or actress is portraying the character on screen, and then they have to get the voice actress to do the dialogue, that it's just a little more work, and one more step that I'm sure they don't want to bother with, given, the scenario. Also, I find it very weird that Dave Filoni, who is friends with Ashley Eckstein, would not have consulted her about this casting choice at all. I find it weird that Ashley Eckstein would know nothing about this, because she doesn't. And it's a little odd to me that Lucasfilm never reached out to her in the first place about anything surrounding these rumors, if they were true, that she would be the first choice to play the part, right? I mean, I think that's a little weird. So I wanted to wait until putting out an episode on this, just a whole dedicated episode, quite frankly. It's not going to be a full length, but I wanted to bring it up just when we actually did hear from Ashley Eckstein, because up until this point, this has all just been rumored, and quite frankly, I don't really have much to say on the matter other than that I think it's a great choice, but at the same time, I kind of disagree with it, because Ashley Eckstein just owns that character, and I believe that she deserves, after all these years, bringing this character to life and changing people's opinions on it, and earning the respect of the Star Wars fan community. I just feel like she is naturally the first one who should have dibs at playing that character personally. But I wanted to wait until Ashley kind of sent out some sort of message about this. And we do have finally a response from her today. This is not a personal response. This is just something that she posted on Instagram. So if you're not following Ashley Eckstein on Instagram, she is the founder of a clothing company called Her Universe. She's got a dedicated channel to that, I believe. But so she's kind of got her hands in the merchandise world. So if you're looking for Star Wars apparel for females, then check out heruniverse.com, I believe it is. She's got some great stuff. Even I've actually ordered a shirt off there for me. If you order a large, I believe, it's either a large or extra large. I'm going to need to check. But if you order that, it's actually kind of a one size fits all sort of thing, all gender at that point. So men can wear it. And I've actually seen a picture of Dave Filoni wearing the exact shirt that I got as well. It's like a Darth Vader helmet with the Ahsoka's facial tattoos kind of printed on it. It's really, really cool. So what I'm gonna do here is read off this post from Ashley Eckstein. which was, it appears it was posted 1 day ago. And she says, thank you, orange heart. Please read the letter in my carousel, and I hope you'll join me today for an Instagram live chat at 4:30 EST /1:30 PST, and then a bunch of hashtags. She's got a picture of her, looks like at Galaxy's Edge, holding her two Ahsoka white lightsabers from Star Wars Rebels, and she's wearing some of her own merchandise there. So yeah. I'll read this post out to you guys. It's a bit long. Well, not crazy long. It's about 4 slides long, but let's check this out. What does Ashley have to say here? Well, quote, when people need you, you help them no matter what. End quote. That's this little line that she's got written in bold here. And then she goes on to say, quote, when I recorded this line for Ahsoka Tano for the final season of Star Wars The Clone Wars, I decided that this was going to be my personal motto for 2020. I knew I wanted to dedicate and use the platform I am given as an actress to help people. I had no idea how true or important that motto would become for not only myself, but for all of us in 2020. I also have a belief that you help people with no expectation of receiving anything in return. However, as I write this message, it's really hard to put into words my appreciation for all of the help Star Wars fans have given me, because I was truly not expecting the outpour of kindness I received. I wake up every day with a mission to spread hope and light, and my heart is bursting with gratitude after being the recipient of so much love from our Star Wars community. From the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you. Last week, a rumor was released about Ahsoka Tano being in Season 2 of The Mandalorian. I've read all of your questions and comments about the story, and thank you for your patience as I've taken the much-needed time to sort through these questions. The truth is, I am not involved in The Mandalorian. I can't answer questions for something I have not been a part of. I am an actress, and I have performed in all types of mediums: live action film, television, theater, voiceover, hosting, and it has been my dream for 14 years to continue to play Ahsoka Tano in all forms. I will continue to be grateful for opportunities to help create stories for Ahsoka Tano, and I am always happy to see her legacy continue. I am only one member of a tremendously talented team of people that it takes to bring Ahsoka Tano to life. The final decisions for Ahsoka are not mine to make, and I cannot comment on something that I truly know nothing about. However, what I can comment on are my feelings of awe and appreciation for all of your kind words and messages. I've read them all. I wish I could reply to each and every one of you to express my sincere appreciation, because the response has been such a beautiful expression of help, love, and light for me and our community. I want to let you know that I see you, and I only wish you knew how much I care. We all want to be heard, seen, appreciated, and visible. One of the worst feelings in the world is to be invisible. Well, I see you. I know you see me. And because of the power of Ahsoka Tano and Star Wars, I will hope we will continue to see each other and how we can help one another, no matter what. We will get through this trying time by helping each other. Ahsoka now lives in all of us, and I believe Ahsoka represents what's good in all of us. I really do ask myself every day, what would Ahsoka do? Because I strive to be a real-life Ahsoka Tano, and we can all be a real-life Ahsoka Tano. Another thing I can talk to you about right now is Star Wars The Clone Wars. You helped save Star Wars The Clone Wars. And it's time to celebrate our beloved series. I am beyond excited and proud of what's ahead, and I promise it's so good. Dave Filoni and the entire cast and crew truly knocked this one not just out of the park, but out of the universe. These episodes deliver so much hope just when we need it the most. For Tano Tuesday, I'll be doing an Instagram live chat today at 4:30 EST, 1:30 PST. I hope you'll join me to celebrate Ahsoka's return to the Clone Wars. I'd like to answer your questions, So please leave them below in the comments section and I'll try answer as many as I can. Thank you again and may the force be with you. Love, Ashley. So, end quote. That is very, very lovely of her to say. She's always been such a thankful, grateful person, just so appreciative of all her fans. She's truly a remarkable person. Ashley Eckstein, if you've ever watched her on any interviews, she's just got such a like joyful character, such a peppy kind of happy attitude. I don't know. There's something about her personality. It's just she's the kind of person that just brings a smile to your face just by looking at her. Chatting about what she's passionate with, whether it be her company, her universe, or anything Star Wars related, especially to do with Ahsoka Tano. And she is just overly, grateful just for all the opportunities she's had to play this character throughout the last, what's it been now? 14? Did she say 14 years? I think she said. Yeah, I mean, and that's the other thing with voice actresses. Like they do their job a lot longer than it takes us to watch their work on screen, right? Like, I believe the Clone Wars animated film was in production, 2 years before its release, which is pretty reasonable. But I think it was 2 to 3 years actually. But they were in pre-production, I believe, during the 2005, which was the same year as Revenge of the Sith. So, that right there is like 4 years worth of waiting for the film to come out. So that's from pre-production to end of production. That's a 4-year length of period that Dave Filoni was working on this film. And in that midst, Ashley Eckstein was cast as Ahsoka Tano. But, I honestly, like, my heart goes out to Ashley. This is her character. And quite frankly, it must be a little hurtful to hear all these rumors that somebody else has just been cast as her character that she's played for a good chunk of her life now. And, I'm sure the first thing that she did was probably pick up the phone and call Dave or something like that, because I don't know. I mean, she's a very gracious person, but personally, like if it were me in her shoes, I would be a little steamed. And in all fairness, I mean, like you just gotta, like this character just belongs to her. Like that's just it. And as great of an actress as Rosario is, I think Ashley should be the one to play a live action Ahsoka, given the chance. Now, the only argument that could be said against that is, yes, we have a live action Anakin and a different person playing the voice. Yes, we have, and that's Hayden Christensen. Yes, we do have a live action Obi-Wan Kenobi. In fact, we've got an old and a young Obi-Wan Kenobi with both Ewan McGregor and Alec Guinness. And yes, we do have somebody else who plays the voice. So on and so forth goes for almost every single character in Star Wars except for C-3PO, respectively, played by Anthony Daniels, as always. But the trend is kind of set. Yet when it came to The Rise of Skywalker and their voices made appearances in Rey's head, it's natural to assume that, like Kanan Jarrus, Freddie Prinze Jr. It's like from Star Wars Rebels, boom, now he's in the movies. Like naturally, I would hope that if they ever brought that character into live action, that Freddie Prinze Jr. is the guy to play him, as well as Ahsoka Tano. I mean, and it's not like Kanan Jarrus looks super far-fetched from the way Freddie Prinze Jr. looks either. I feel like if they did a good enough job with the makeup and the facial hair and the costume, I think he might be able to pull it off. But the fact that Ashley Eckstein has played the voice of Ahsoka in the live action films, it's just, even though you didn't see her, like, to me, that is all of a sudden 100% canon right there. That if given the chance to play her character in live action, she's the only one to play it. That's the final word from me, at least. So anyhow, let us know what you think about this. What do you think about the Rosario Dawson rumors. And what you think about Ashley Eckstein as the character of Ahsoka. I love the character of Ahsoka Tano, and our viewing through the Clone Wars with Diego in the Clone Wars talk parts. He's not the biggest fan of her character yet, and I remember being in that phase at one point in my life. I was not the biggest Ahsoka fan. I didn't really understand the need for her or what have you, but you know what, it's just kind of one of those things that you just grow to love. It's one of those characters that you do grow to love. You grow to appreciate her significance in the story and her perspective as well. And as one of the primary female characters in Star Wars to this date, she, aside from the obvious being Padme and Leia, and aside from the obvious ones, like she is probably my favorite character as far as female characters go in the saga. So that was a journey for me, and I'm convinced that Diego might follow in the same footsteps. So thanks for tuning in, guys. It was a bit of a quick episode there, but worth addressing all this stuff. It's big news. If all the rumors are true, I really do hope that Ashley is the one to play the character. That's it. That's final. That's my last word on the scenario. But let us know what you think. Send us a tweet at SW Escape Podcast, and maybe even send us a voice memo at the Escape Pod at outlook.com. Both are in the description below. And if we can play your voice memo right here on the show. So if you're thinking about sending in your opinion about Rosario Dawson or Ashley Eckstein and the character of Ahsoka, Mandalorian Season 2, whatever it is, send it in the voice memo to that email. We would love to play any of your responses right here and then chat about them on the show. That's about all I've got for you guys today. So thanks again for tuning in. We're gonna have more Clone Wars pumping out to you guys. There's a Clone Wars coming out this Friday with Diego, Clone Wars Part 10, Clone Wars Talk Part 10, that is. And looking forward to that. We also got more coming next week. We're gonna try to get these out for you guys as quick as possible, because with all the quarantine going on, it's no fun to stay inside unless you're listening to your favorite Star Wars podcast, which I hope is right here on Star Wars Escape Pod. Once again, I'm your host, Josh, and thanks again for listening. May the Force be with you.